Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Return of Cyrus. So, we are continuing to think about the idea of assassinating our liege. Ooh, people are apparently plotting to kill my son. You're gonna have to go into hiding, my friend. Sure, we will ask our liege to spend some time with us. We can finally talk in private. And we're ruining our relationship with him. And we get a grandson. That was actually pretty fast. Like, holy crap, I was not expecting it to be that fast, but wonderful. He's delicate, however. And the Chinese won their war against Tibet. Ah, yes, and let's go to our... I need you, my friend, if you don't mind. Oh, and you're already... Okay, you're already... scheming, which gives me plot uncovered, so never mind. Also, I need you to go to Guzgan, actually. You collect taxes in Guzgan. We need the extra money. We're gonna try and make 300. So that we can successfully build a war chest. Guess I should probably glance through this every so often just to see if there's anybody better. No, we're not gonna put our wife as a... She especially isn't a big fan of us, apparently. See, my nephew's actually slightly better at this. And you're not considered a powerful vassal. But my court physician is even better. We're gonna go and put our court physician there. Because he'll work even better at cultural research. I would love to go and study technology, but I can't really do that right now. Somebody is trying to kill one of my two sons. And our daughter has become an amateurish plotter. Yeah, not too surprised. So I will not be able to send another concubine for 13 years. Well, hopefully you're still considered good enough, I guess, by then, because you're really not that great. Ooh, okay, now there's two hosts apparently up here. And they're really not doing so hot. I might be able to swoop in there and take their stuff once the hosts are done with them. I might actually do that. It's extra territory. And it would actually get us up to our demise limit. And half-sister died a natural death at the age of 71. Also, forgot my timer again. This hasn't been going for too long, so I'll just set it for 30, and this will be a slightly longer part. Malnourished and scarred. Yeah, I can kind of see the scarred, not so much the malnourished, but I'm sure it's there. Oh, damn it. Now the host has entered our territory. They're actually kind of powerful. I could join this faction. See, what can I do to improve that? Build spy network? No. Oh no, it does. Okay, yeah. Jahandar's justice has brought peace to a troubled county. Fewer crimes are committed and fewer complaints are heard in the province. The peasants are even happier. Sorry, what? Okay, you've been collecting taxes. Why is that doing anything there? I don't know. Technically, he's slightly better at us than at Marshall, so we'll just talk strategy. Our military so military exploits is okay, talking about our deeds. So let's go and talk about our deeds. Apparently, he was not impressed. Because of course. However, our character has apparently decided to go ahead and read a book on Alexander the Great, and has proceeded to gain 1 extra marshal anyway. Kind of hoping the Abbasids decide to send an army up here, or I guess technically it'd be our liege, but either way, I'm kind of hoping somebody sends something up here. Huh. You know, our liege is not very well liked by the religious, by the church. He's really not good. Because he's a branded apostle, or apostate. He's annoyed religious authorities. He's gluttonous. And then he just has a general decrease to vassal opinion. I'm honestly surprised he isn't having more problems. Oh, we actually ended up getting our wife pregnant. I wasn't fully expecting that. Or was that our son that got his wife pregnant? So what do you get for not really reading, actually? Ooh, and your daily routine involves repeatedly swinging your blade at a training dummy. However, you can only learn so much from fighting an inanimate object, and the practice gets dreadfully dull after a while. Well, we'll become close friends with our half-sisters, well, one of our half-sisters' husbands. And presumably that will give us some stuff. The game said somebody was pregnant. Jesus Christ, who are you dueling? Why are you dueling? Also, why are you backing a plot? What plot are you backing? To kill my son? Screw you. No. Stop backing that plot. And same with you, bastards. I wish I could throw you in prison, but I can't. And you refuse to end your plot. I don't have a good plot chance to kill you, sadly. Why are you trying to kill my son? Like, what the fuck? You get nothing out of it. There is literally no reason for you to be trying to kill him. Beyond the fact that you have apparently decided you wish to kill him. For whatever reason, you're rivals with him. Why? You started trying to kill him, like, pretty much as soon as he came of age. So, what the fuck did he do within a couple of months? So, I'm gonna mark you as a special interest. Because you are. I want to kill you. As soon as I get the opportunity. Or I suppose I could just go and beat the crap out of you, take your land. That would probably result in a success. Oh, well, technically you don't actually have any land. I'd have to take the land of your liege, which I can't do. You want me to support you. Why? But okay. We have managed to successfully build a war. Let's see. Acquire a county for my son. Well, I can't really do that right now. Ooh! Wonderful. And no, you still have a bunch of event spawn troops. But you're pretty weak. At least right now, but you won't be for too much longer. Let's see, you know, we'll say screw it and we will go for acquire a title. But we won't be able to. Ooh, is my liege trying to build a war chest? He is. Ooh, well, spear throwing competitions. I think we've had one of these before. They don't generally end well for somebody in my experience. But okay. We will hold a contest. I guarantee you somebody's going to die. If dozens of spears have been hurled through the air, a sole victor emerges. No one managed to throw further than my kinsman, who is currently unmarried. Good for him. I'm not going to offer money to my liege game. There we go. We get the Great Warrior. Modifier, so we have more martial, which is good. Poachers will be eliminated. Yes, yes, eliminate the poachers. Do I go with the upgrading the barracks in my mana or building more stuff in bulk? I mean, they're pretty much similar. It's not going to be a significant difference. You know what? I think I'm going to go for build more stuff. Let's get a militia training ground. Gain some prestige, gain some more prestige. And we had a daughter. Okay, our wife was... No, it was our concubine. Wow, I didn't realize we still had any. Apparently I am blind. That's what I get for not really looking. He's still rotting in a dungeon. He ain't doing so hot. Whose dungeon is he even in? Oh! He's in his liege's dungeon. Why? Were you plotting to kill him or something? Because you've clearly done something to get you tossed in prison. And that probably isn't the best idea. But yeah, no point in continuing to try that. Let's get on the Sultan's good side rather than the Emir's. News from China. Ooh, China is now suffering a drought and a great famine. Don't know what effect that has. Let's see. Will it tell me? The value of the Silk Road is reduced by 75% and Imperial tributaries cannot raise Chinese regiments. But I can, apparently, launch a relief expedition, which will, let's see, so as the Tang Empire is suffering from a great famine, you can offer to send a relief expedition to deliver supplies and help the Emperor in maintaining the stability of China. And so, for 10 years, we will lose 10% of our national taxes and 30% of our reinforcement rate for levies. However, we would gain 500 grace, which would be enough for us to get an imperial marriage. We just kind of have the problem that our heir is currently married, and we would need to have her suffer an accident, shall we say. So, sadly, that would have been a great option. It doesn't really work anymore. Unless we switch sons as our heirs. Because you are technically betrothed, and I could break it. I would just need to switch to you being my heir for it to really be worth it. And presumably I'd have to take you out of hiding at least for a little bit to go through the entire process, but then once you have the imperial marriage, you could go back into hiding again. Presumably if you're hiding, you're probably not going to have kids, so it's again a problem of you currently being stuck in hiding pretty much permanently. Until I can deal with that guy. Now, okay, so we are close to being over 50%, or well, close to 50%. If I join, we'll go over 50% for increased council power. Which basically just means actually gain council power, because they don't apparently have any here. Yeah. Okay, game. You got a little confused there, I think. Do I have a favor with my liege? No, game, I don't know why you were listing as if I could do that. I couldn't. You got a little screwy there, you know that, right? But yeah, we could do that. We could join that faction. Honestly, I'd rather just get our liege killed. We don't have a particularly great chance. Oh, the guy I was training with just died. Of cancer. Jesus, what is it with cancer? Ooh, these guys split in two. Yeah. I'm inclined to go to war with you, I'll be honest. We'd win it. I do have a problem with you. Where are you going? And why are you in a shattered retreat? I don't see anybody that you fought. There's no reason for you to be in a shattered retreat. And yet you are. Now, so you are supposed to be a part of that, but I am not the Abbasids. So if I declare war on you, would that trigger the defensive pact? I want to assume the answer to that is no. However, I will admit, I don't actually know for certain. Oh, or at least he actually does have something over here. I thought he lost it all, but apparently not, no. He just lost Tuss. Another child here. This one is bright, but is not sickly. I want you to be thrifty. Annoyingly, I apparently am not allowed to go to war here. Don't know why, actually. I can't tell why. Because over here, in the Sultanate of Khorasan. Okay, is it because you guys are technically... No? You're in that same... I don't know why I can't go to war with you. Ah, because you're technically under... Okay, because you're technically under a different liege. That is the reason. You're under a different duke. I could go and take Merv from this guy. It would be a pretty easy war. There is the problem that actually taking that would probably really piss off our liege. Luckily, he's in prison right now, and I kind of get the feeling he's probably going to spend the rest of his life in prison. Unless he dies in it. Which might happen. I just really wish we had the plot power to kill him ourselves. Because I really want his son to take over, because his son is crap. Okay, and the Abbasids have declared a war. Oh, we can go ahead and ask our liege for a title. Let's go ahead and try. I doubt we'll succeed. You are a bedrock of loyalty, the cornerstone of the... Is he out of jail? Oh, he's out of jail. Okay, so now I can. Truly, there is support for your claim in the Quran. I know that the greatest will reward you in time. My liege is wide. Thanks for doing fuck all. Oh, we are no longer a student of strategy. We are now adept of strategy. Wonderful. Yeah, he basically told us to piss off. That's what our liege did. He told us to piss off. Yeah, he doesn't like us. That's kind of the problem. Apparently because we provoked him. Which, okay, sure. Okay, so yes. Looking at this, you will not trigger the defensive pact unless you are the Arabian Empire that declares the war. So I could declare war on this guy and take his stuff. There is a bit of a problem that somebody else is already trying to take it, so... It's a little too late now. If I had a border with you, I could do it. Or I guess I could fabricate a claim. You're not really a territory I want, though. Mostly because I don't have a connection with you. Which would result in some problems. Let's upgrade the militia training ground. I thought we already have that. We don't. We will simply ask our liege's liege what it would take to get on his good side. I have proceeded, apparently. Or maybe it was a chance. I honestly wasn't reading it. Okay, it might have just been a chance to gain the sympathetic to Muslim religions. Let's see. These guys are... Why are you so happy with me? You were upset with me before. Oh, okay. Call the court physician. He's a drunkard, but he has a lot of learning, so in theory he's really good at it. Oh, she has cancer. Of course she does. I need a new commander. Okay, let's just go ahead and promote one. You're not great, but screw it, you're somebody. Okay, that defensive pact has been disbanded. Oh, get out of my territory. What's with all these hosts in this area? We got quite a few of them that have popped up. Ooh. Apparently there's actually quite a few defensive pacts against the Abbasids. We need yet another commander already? Holy crap. You are a lot better. And we are at war with you, aren't we? Yes, we are at war with you. What for? Ah, to take the duchy here. Well, I assume it's the duchy we're trying to take. That is a revolt within the Abbasids. And that's our liege's liege trying to take this and apparently failing miserably. Okay, you are really powerful. Technically you could beat the Western Protectorate. Technically. You still have your ridiculous event spawn troops. Our liege is, I think, trying to constantly go up in rank by trying to marry some of his children off to his lieges. And they're constantly getting denied. I will simply ask, because I have a lot of prestige and I don't mind losing it. At least a little bit of it. And disgraceful, okay. Let's go ahead and we'll get back to trying to sway our liege. So that we can hopefully be successful when we request land from him. Oh, he's in a war, apparently. I shall offer to... well, maybe not. Let's hold off on that. Where are you getting your event spawn troops? I will write about his deeds. Because, yeah, he wasn't a big fan of it. Apparently it bored him. He's like, yes, I already did that. Let's continue to try and save up money to do more upgrades. I don't care for the stables, I'll be honest. Let's go for a militia training ground in my mana. Bulk has upgraded its thing. We are losing that war, I'm not surprised. Our liege has built a trade post in Jerusalem. I guess Jerusalem is along the actual trade route, huh? I guess so. 'Cause that's the only reason why you'd be able to build one. And nephew died. Yep. It was indeed along the trade route. Oh, Silk Road, whatever. Ooh. Did we... Or was it actually just worth that much? Okay, so, I mean, our liege isn't that happy with us. We probably won't be successful asking him for a title. Let's hold off for a couple of months until Provoked disappears. That will get us a slightly positive relationship. I can then proceed to offer to join his war, which will get something, but we're going to lose that war, let's be real here. However, luckily it doesn't affect me at all. Whether we win or lose. It just means our liege is an idiot. And bit off more than he could chew. Let's try again asking him for a title. We probably still won't succeed. No. I figured as much. But figured I'd try it anyway. Because maybe I would succeed. And half-brother, who was my steward, has died. You collect taxes. I need a designated regent. We shall go ahead and mark our heir, if I can find him, as our designated regent. Ooh. And somebody just took Tus and is a direct vassal of the Caliph. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just kind of hoping our liege royally screws this up. Because he ain't doing so hot. Also, I don't know where those 1,000 event spawn troops are, because I don't recall them getting any. Okay. I will send him one of my statues. It's not that expensive. And he was happy with it. Wonderful. Why are you so pissed at me? Infidel. You are really pissed at me for that, apparently. Oh, that's the same as everybody else, so that's really not the main issue. You are zealous. That's your main issue. The only way I'd be able to get your relations up enough is to send you a gift, and even that won't necessarily succeed. Let's see. Throughout the day, you've caught yourself grinding your teeth and being unable to focus on anything for long. Suddenly you realize why you've been in a bad mood all day. You just can't seem to abide having lazy people in your presence anymore. My nephew is apparently slothful. There's a really good chance that he would actually lose the trait. So we'll try that. There we go. Poof! He just magically loses the trait. He has not had any kids, so great job. Since I came to Jerusalem, we have never had a shortage of soldiers reinforcing our troops. Wonderful. I've also actually got a successful one here in Guzgan from my own, but it's actually not really helpful to me, if I'm going to be honest, because Guzgan's already maxed out on its levies. It's not actually producing anymore. As a result of that, actually, I'm going to go ahead, I think, and have you research military tech. I think that'll be slightly more useful. Yet another grandson. Wonderful. This one is not really bad or good. Actually, that reminds me, I should probably educate you all myself. Just to ensure that you get an education that's actually good. Well, relatively good, I guess, is probably a better way to say. What are you doing? Oh, I didn't select anything for you. You be thrifty. And you be prideful. Again, I'm just wait. Oh, my liege has apparently hired mercenaries. It's not really gonna help him. He's screwed. He fucked this up. He really did. Stupid, stupid liege. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and play a game. Let's go ahead and get stables in Guzgan. This will be fun. We're gonna do this with this guy. I think he's beat us before. Beginning of the war game, your enemy decides to do a strong frontal assault towards your center flank. So there are two ways this can technically play out. You can reinforce the center, which would, in theory, weaken your flanks, resulting in the potential to surround you. Or I can slowly withdraw the forces in the center, hoping that the enemy gets drawn in and I can surround them. But it's possible that they decide to just go ahead and focus on my flank, resulting in all my troops being losing on the flank, and the only troops left alive are in the center. And then they proceed to get surrounded. Presumably, of course, the game just rolls a dice. This guy is crap at martial, but that's not going to stop him from somehow magically making the right decision. And by crap at martial, I mean he literally has none whatsoever. In terms of actual martial. He gains 3, he loses 3, he has no base. He's crap. We'll slowly withdraw the forces in the center. So, let's see. Our spy master suggests that we surround the enemy center. I'm inclined to agree with him. Let's try to surround the enemy. When the opposing forces foolishly advance, we easily surround them, gaining the upper hand as they are unable to break free. It is decisive victory for the defending team. I gain the trait Strategist, which is nice for the extra martial. And I gain a handful of Prestige. Wonderful. Gaining the extra martial means I gain some extra levies that I can, in theory, raise. Because being better at martial gives you more. Because that's just the way it works. Which is fine. It helps us out. It doesn't really help us against our liege. At least not a whole lot right now. And once this character dies, we lose all of that. And our son is, well, he's lackluster when it comes to martial. Our other son is better. And I'm continuing to contemplate maybe switching to him. But then I realized this guy still exists. If I send him some money, he'd probably... Yeah, you know what, screw it, we're gonna do that. There's some money, gonna end the plot with you. Thank you. We're gonna come out of hiding. We're gonna break that betrothal. We're gonna launch a relief expedition to the Empire. We're gonna request an imperial marriage. I'm actually gonna go ahead and first nominate my other son as my successor. The game says he's unmarried. Yes, he is. Now he won't be. We'll write about our liege's realms. He wasn't exactly pleased about us when we wrote about his deeds previously. There we go. And so now our son has a really good wife. 16, hedonist, patient, humble, charitable, lustful. In theory, they should be pretty much pumping out kids, let's be honest here. And in theory, I could force her... Oh god, our liege is really hard to please. In theory, we could have her switch to Zoroastrian. But she's already sympathetic to Mazdan religions. Just because reasons. I understand sort of why. Also, I apparently failed to actually have my timer start. So this part has gone on for well longer than I thought. Or than I had originally planned, because apparently I must have hit start and then hit pause, and so it never actually continued going. So that's going to be it for this part. Our current leader is surprisingly still alive at 71. I expected him to die in his 60s, shortly after his first son came of age, but nope, he has survived longer than originally expected. We now have a royal marriage for our new heir, which means that we can raise Chinese honor guards when we declare war on people. They do have some maintenance, and because we are a county, or well, we're a count, it's only 500 men. Dukes, I believe, are 1,000, although I could be wrong about that. Maybe they get more than that. But depending on your rank, you get more. It's never really going to be a whole lot, but it is some extra troops nonetheless. It's a little bit extra to throw into the fray. So that's nice. It's helpful. And just because we have this imperial marriage, we're able to do this. You don't necessarily have to play as that character, which is actually kind of a nice feature. But nonetheless, like I said, that's going to be it for this part. Next part, I don't know what we'll be doing, because we're still sort of waiting for our liege to really screw up and lose this war and a lot of troops so that we can potentially declare independence against him. And in the meantime, we're going to try and get some money so we can hire mercenaries to help complement our troops, because we're going to need it. In terms of mercenaries that we could afford, based off our monthly income, the best we can get is probably the Turk band here, which should give us about 1,200 troops for about 5 gold a month and an upfront cost of 120. So in the next recording session, we might be declaring our independence from our liege, which really just moves us up a tier so that our new liege is his current liege. So we just sort of move up to being roughly on his level, and then I will usurp, assuming the game lets me, since he doesn't have any territory here. I will usurp this title. We will then become a duke, which will be wonderful. That'll get us on a head start. We will not be able to move up to the king level for a while, because yeah, this guy is actually pretty fucking powerful at oh, look at that, 12k. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, and realistically speaking, we probably should falsely confess our faith, and we might do that because I don't think our liege's liege is going to be particularly happy about us usurping a title from one of his vassals. Although luckily he is sort of friendly towards us right now, so we might manage to survive for a little while. But nonetheless, this is all going to have to wait till next time. So I'll see you all in the next part. A quick reminder, this channel is not a part of the YouTube Partner Program, so if you enjoy the content of the channel, the easiest and best way to support the channel is to become a patron. Even if that's just the $1 a month tier, it helps the channel out. And the more people that do it, the more it helps. At the $1 a month tier, or really any of the tiers, you get early access to all of my videos. I'll generally post them Saturday or Sunday, is when they'll be uploaded and then posted to my Patreon once they finish uploading. And so you'll be able to watch them sort of over the weekend, all of next week's videos. But nonetheless, I'll see you all in the next part. But until then, a goodbye and a farewell.